in their team's favor.
And honestly, the Ember versus Kunkka matchup in the mid lane is really interesting because like one of these heroes basically gets level 6 and either kills the other one or like rotates, right? So it's that level 6 timing is going to be really important for both these players.
If full smoke up from Heroic, looking for a kill when you move like this usually.
Yeah. Get their high ground ward placed, and the Monkey King smoked up in a courier here. Smoke expires. It goes up onto the high ground. They do see the Monkey King, but they do not want to dive. I think it actually caught them off guard. Like they're looking for a hero, and they're like, "Wait a minute!" Like the mischief actually worked.
Is this a hero? Is this a courier? Yeah, the other thing is like smokes were just expiring for both heroes, so I think there's a little bit of confusion of like, did it break or was that just the time? So yeah, good, lucky for Monkey King too. Just he happened to be retreating at that moment, so he was already really close to that tier 2 tower. If he had been somewhere else, they probably do go on him and kill him there.
Very inconspicuous tree in the center of the lane bottom.
Well, who could that be?
Wait a minute. They're actually
starting
keeping
back here.
Heroes down here. Yeah. This is all scouted by a ward.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're trying to catch Monkey King running through the lane, or he's just going for this early body block. Looks like it's the body block. The Radiant safe lane, the creeps actually meet like right outside the tower naturally. So if you do any body blocking on the enemy creeps like Divine Llama's doing here, it means your lane pushes in. And you know what? Although you have Spear and God's Rebuke, Monkey King versus a melee hero is a tough matchup. Okay, actually we're just doing some 4-man dive on Pakaz right off the bat.
How?
We're lane swapping. We haven't seen this in a while.
So yeah, they want the troll into the Monkey King. Interesting. I mean, I don't blame them. Mars has kind of been typically like a fairly decent offlaner into like say carry razors, so they are just going to go ahead and aggressively lane here, and this is really nice for Heroic. I mean, they get the lanes completely in their favor now.
Yeah, that body block had me fooled. Oh,
well,
don't know that
they left their heroes top as a result of the original quad lane bottom, and they will find first blood onto the gyrocopter.
Yeah, that body block. I mean, seeing Divine Llama do that, definitely thought, oh yeah, he's gonna be down here. Oh, he just switches it up. What a guy! Body blocked for his carry and gave up his lane.
I can't believe Pakaz got the tree dance out. He held the point, so it was basically like he just leveled it and instantly used it, so it wasn't on cooldown. But
yeah, really cool.
Yeah, I thought for sure it was like he's like inside rocket barrage, the right clicks and a blood grenade, and somehow manages to get out.
Yeah, that's why you hold your skill points, so you actually need them. It'll sometimes save your life in moments like that. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around this lane swap. Like, how will it really end up playing out?
Well, I thought it was going to be very good for Heroic, but my god, is Divine Llama getting completely crushed top lane. He has 3 CS and 1 deny to the Razor, who is sitting at 11 and 8.
Well, the reason lane swapping is so tricky, I say as they go on Pakaz down here, just poking a little bit, turning on K1. All right, they're fine. They're fine. The reason lane swapping can be so tricky is because even though you, in theory, get... Never mind, they're not fine. All right, they're fine.
Wait a minute.
They're not fine.
He's not fine. One more Warlike Axis has got him. Wow. Okay. Schofield, I cannot believe, just had all of his spells still up after that. Like, he was just right-clicking the entire time.
Waiting for the exact right moment. He had all of us fooled. Maybe just me. Maybe just me, I'm sure. I'm sure all the viewers knew exactly what was going on. But yeah, the thing with lane swapping is because you're late to the lane, like sometimes that difference can make a big change in how you go. And Divine Llama is feeling it right now. Run down under tower.
Really nice stun there from Knight. And yeah, KJ, this rocket barrage is not gonna work, man. You got 4 creeps on you. So it's a double kill for the offlane Razor. This guy is crushing it.
You know, very nice. That's exactly what you want from your last pick.
Yeah, he's just got the 2 points here in the static link. He'll probably start maxing out Plasma Field and Storm Surge. It's just like static link feels like such a weird ability unless you can max it, and very rarely can you actually do it. So just deal with the damage you can right now. They are looking to wrap around bottom as they brought in KJ. Oh, the pushback's off the mark, so they will turn their attention on over to Panda instead. Nice stun out from the Lion. Will catch them, but they're looking for K1 mainly on the troll. He's got a whirling axe. The Boundless Strike grabs him though, and Bakaz will be the one that actually finds the kill. Bushwhack buying a little bit more space here, but Gyro maybe in some trouble. Bakaz does have a jump on forward. Oh, does not guess the right tree. Doesn't Primal Spring though. They will just back away as the gyrocopter will try and salve up here. Send out a ton of regen.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
This lane is just a bloodbath. There's just people fighting each other constantly.
Good old 3-on-3 down here. Yep.
Now, this is great for Boom now. Like, this is everything that they want. You have your mid lane Kunkka, who's farming perfectly fine. Bottom lane, you're winning this lane as well. Like, Schofield's gonna go down here in just a moment as Panda runs him over here on the Bat Rider, and now Bakaz looking to get aggressive onto KJ. Do they have the stun? He's close, but no, won't make it. So, and then of course the offlane Razor is just completely owning.
Heroic needs to be careful with this bottom lane. Like, it is the only lane kind of like going their way, but if someone gets killed, that could totally change it. But Boom Esports, I think they can just stabilize right now. Actually, Kunkka coming down here trying to tip this last lane in his favor as well. He's got that 6. It's that rotation we talked about. Not quite gonna catch anyone.
They did have a really good ward.
Yeah, they're winning. They're doing fine in the other lanes, especially this Razor lane. Mid's relatively even.
Oh, Monkey King. Blood grenades are out. They've got him. Okay. Dude, it's like both of these like tri lanes in this bottom have so much kill threat, and it's like anyone who's even just a slight bit out of position.
Yeah, it's scary. I know Wisdom Rune steals this game at least.
Never refuse gold given.
And this tri-lane would totally change if there had been like a double Wisdom Rune for one of these support duos.
Yeah.
Tri-lane's just over at that point, getting a full level over the other team.
So do you think this like offlane Razor is gonna be able to make enough space here for this Monkey King, or what's the kind of goal of the Razor this game now? I know we're seeing a fight break out bottom. Yeah, we're gonna hold that thoughts. All right, KJ. A couple more auto attacks here from Bakaz. We'll find it.
Bakaz needs these kills. He is not doing great on the last hits, but if he can pick up a couple kills, that'll help him out. Net worth wise, he's actually, yeah, the net worth looks better thanks to the kills and assists he's getting.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Back to your original question, that Razor. You know, we used to see Razors, especially when that refresher BKB meta was on. We'd see them like enter this carry mode, extremely terrifying in the late game. I don't think it's as strong as it used to be, but you can still hit a very early timing. Mid, we got a lot of heroes here rotating in.
First boat usage into the torrent. They managed to take down Schofield. I mean, that's an easy pick off for the Kunkka. That Squirrel's sitting on just 700 HP, right? Like, there's not a lot you can do to dodge that one.
boat does half of that. I think as long as Razor reaches a point where he can keep Troll out of fights, I think they'll be happy with what Razor can contribute, as well as like hopefully take this top tower. But currently, like the nice thing about Mars, even when not farming well, is like your spells clear creep waves really quickly, unless you die, which this might just be a support duo kill here. Oh, don't worry, Illich here to get the gold.
Is you know, the typical carry contributions, as I like to say. They just walk up, take a kill, and go back to farming. As for the bottom lane tier 1 tower, Troll Warlord, one of the few carries that can really put some pressure onto early game towers. So he has taken that one down right away, as he is going for an early Battle Fury. Picked the cornucopia right away.
Finishing it off so quickly. I mean, they got that Mars kill and they've got a couple heroes up here, but if Boom wants, they're free to rotate over now that this bottom tower is already gone.
Yeah.
Actually, doesn't even look like they're really going for it. Maybe they're worried about not seeing too many heroes.
Radiant are scanning.
Or they're all coming mid.
Dire's top tower.
That's not a move I expected.
10-minute rune, I guess, right? Stunning up the Kunkka, but this top rune catches the Hex here onto Analog. They have the X, the Torrent. Will he connect with it? He does. Nice fakes out there from Slatums. The boat is still available, but without another X, without the boat to follow it up, they're going to back away. Divine Llama comes in as well, so a lot of heroes coming into the mid lane here, but not really quite finding anything. They are going to smoke, go top. KJ and Divine Llama can easily find a hero and kill them if they get the opportunity. Panda on the Bat Rider might just be who they go for. As yep, there's the arena. And a nice little pickup going their way. So finally putting that first arena to use.
Divine Llama's game has been pretty rough, but getting a kill like that will help him start to recover. He's actually going for the Vlads. I thought maybe he might just get a blink to, like, I'm behind, but I'll still initiate for you guys. But Vlad's good too. Vlad's also enables his Troll Warlord.
Yeah, it feels really good playing Troll when there's a Vlad's on your team. I like it can be completely game breaking not getting a lifesteal jungle item on this hero. Like if you don't get Vamp Fangs or the Paladin Sword, like it feels really bad. So getting like a Vlad's on your team is really nice. Schofield dodging out a nice gank there. Well played by him.
You know, I thought we'd see these mid laners go to the side lanes a lot, but well, they tried, but they actually just didn't quite connect on too much. Both these mids ended up very much just like farming throughout this laning stage.
Yeah, they're like dead even too, so I think they're okay with that. It's just a slight gold advantage for Boom, mostly because Divine Llama's game is the one that's, like you said, struggling the most. And also Gyrocopter is super poor. They're gonna look for Slatums here. He does get the boat out. The X comes out a little bit late, but the arena on the backside catches Knight, and Lion will be the first to go down. Schofield on the front side does end up burning to the Razor. Nice little bushwhack to buy him some space, but here comes K1 on the Troll. Blade Mail is now out from the Kunkka. Blade Fury. I'm sorry, Blade Fury, not what it is. KJ. Oh no, K1, does he get the ult off? He does, just barely, but nice boundless strike out from Pakaz. Can he kite the Troll Warlord inside the Wukong's command? Absolutely. They've got him. Illich is safe as well. As Divine Llama catches an X into a Torrent. Pakaz still sitting here very strong on this Monkey King, and he's got another. Illich to help bring him down. And the Ember Spirit will get away, nearly sniping. Oh, sharpshooter. Will it get him? Okay, off the mark.
The ports who died at the start are back. This fight lasted so long. Oh, they found Monkey. Under the tier 1. It's kind of scary.
You don't have chains here, and he has a, yeah, that was a...
He's going to see that wand. And
lot of
here, never mind. But Schofield might pay the price now for it.
All right.
It's been like a full minute-long fight here.
Well, overall, I'm trying to think if that like who that really benefited. I feel like it has to be Boom just because of how much the Monkey King got out of that fight. Like Pakaz comes in, gets the extra kill there onto K1's Troll, who was, you know, the most farmed hero at the time. He has a Maelstrom now completed on the Monkey King, looking for just a BKB. So a pretty early build, or like early game focused build, I guess, here on the Monkey King.
He had a Battle Fury queued up before, but I wonder if he just felt, you know what, I'm not going to catch up to this Troll at this point. His Battle Fury time is way ahead of mine. Let me pick up this Maelstrom, which is more of a early fighting item, and maybe I can get kills to recover. That might be the idea here. And you'll still scale decently well with it.
Dire's tower is under attack.
All right, both teams kind of just back to farming. We'll see. Did he steal the Wisdom Rune bottom here?
No, he went in to block that ancient camp.
Okay.
It's a little rare nowadays, but I suppose Troll's having such a good game that they're trying to limit it as much as they can. The Razor's working on the BKB, and I hope with that they'll start grouping up together. They do still have a level advantage on the supports. Yeah, so I feel like if they group around that BKB, they can start really putting some pressure on, especially while Divide Llama's Blink is still like quite a while off.
He still doesn't have his Vlads. I mean, he could buy it though, right? Like,
I think he's debating. He's like, I think I kind of need this Blink.
Yeah, I was like, is he just trying to get to the Blink Dagger now? He's like, I don't have time to get this Vlads. Man, that feels bad. Okay, he is just.
All right, never mind. I want the Vlads.
Dire are scanning.
Mid-tier 1 still standing here for the side of Boom. Oh, they do get a nice little X onto KJ. The Torrent follows up the blade nail into the Rocket Barrage. Will just be a death sentence as the bow's coming out quite late here for Slatus. Does manage to get out though, and the lasso will catch the Ember. In comes the Razor as well, but he'll be able to jump away with that Remnant. And Illich, and then just a moment too late here, unable to help find the kills. That's taking a lot of damage here from these pokes. But his BKB's done now.
Yeah, and he's been kind of like farming a little quietly during this. I feel like off the start I was kind of hoping he'd be a little bit more aggressive on the enemy's half of the map, but let's see if that changes now. Like maybe he felt, I have to have this BKB, otherwise I'll just feed trying to do that. If he continues to farm like on his own half of the map, I don't think that's what you want here on Boom. All the cores working on their BKBs now.
Yeah, they need him.
Yeah, that's actually just going to make Divide Llama's game even harder. Like, by the time he gets his Blink to initiate, the BKBs are going to be really close to finishing up.
Panda has a Blink Dagger now on the Bat Rider as well. So we could see some Blink Lasso plays here. As mid lane, they're looking for Divide Llama. And Panda, the X, the pullback, they don't even need the lasso. They just go right on in. The mana drains out from Knight with the shard, very strong. So Divide Llama's game just gets that much further away from the Blink Dagger, and they're gonna look for the tier 1 tower. It's looking rough for Heroic now. Like, you have this Troll Warlord that is super farmed as he is on his way to his Manta style, but the rest of the game is feeling a little bit rough for these guys.
Yeah, and I like these BKB timings coming up too, because the thing is, like, when your Troll is this farmed and he has the damage, but if he can't hit, that's how you kind of deal with that until you catch up, you kill the other heroes, then you can focus on the Troll. So with these BKBs coming up, it's going to make it really hard for his team to stun any of the enemy heroes and allow Troll to actually just put his net worth to use.
How close is this Kunkka? He's got to be close, right? Yeah, just 250 gold. I'm curious to see how much impact this Monkey King is going to have, like, in these fights. Like, having Maelstrom BKB, it's not the most damage-oriented Monkey King build for sure, but maybe if he's able to just keep standing inside Wukong's command, like, that'll be good enough.
I think they'll want to try to just kite the troll while they finish everyone else off, and then when you have multiple heroes against the troll, like, you'll have the damage at that point. And the blink from Lion, pretty close, right? I think they have a lot of nice item timings coming together. I do want to see them try to start making use of this 4K advantage.
Oh my god, Panda like walked all the way around the bottom side of the map to re-block the Ancients on the right side there. So like it got K1 scouted that it was warded, obviously, because it didn't respawn. So they go and deward the camp, it spawns, and then Panda walks all the way over and re-blocks it. And now here comes KJ. He's like, all right guys, don't worry, I'll get the deward.
This carry's pinging him instantly. Hey, go win him that Ancient camp again. See them take a tower. Heroic does not want to fight this yet. I think recognizing those strong item timings coming out. 20 and 21 minute objectives here in the side lanes. Let's see if the teams try to do anything about that. Secure their own or try to steal anyone. Right now they're in the mid lane for Boom.
There's the lasso. They got him, but the chain stun isn't going to be there. The torrents, the bow, the hex. It's not enough. Not fast enough. Is it? Wait, he got him. Okay. I feel like he had a moment to get the ult off, but maybe not. KJ is going to join him. In comes the Ember Spirit. Wukong's command down. They're going to grab Divine Llama next. I thought for sure he had a moment.
It seems like it, but they really did have quite a lot of stuns there that with a little bit better less overlap. Like I think they probably could have actually chain stunned the whole kill anyways.
So my guess is like maybe he was like getting mana drained or something and didn't realize until it was too late to pop the stick, and then got like CC'd again or something. Because, I mean, that mana drain is a lot.
Yeah, true. Now that Lion's maxed it out first, 120 mana per second. Troll's not a smart hero. Just 4 seconds, that's your whole mana pool.
Does Troll have the lowest int gain? Oh, I guess technically Ogre is now, huh?
I guess so, yeah. But he is one of the lowest.
It's like
he knows how to hit things.
Really low.
He knows how to hit things, but that's it.
Bottom lane. Illich kinda catching some unfortunate pathing there. He's gonna try and chase down Schofield on this Hoodwink. He's eventually gonna get him with the help of Pakaz. Yeah, nice done. That's a nice find. And there's Gyro died. Oh, it's like he died to Tormentor. Well, they're gonna find K1, and there's the lasso. He's already at no HP. The Hex stun as well into the mana drain. He's dead.
This is exactly what Boom wants to be finding these last few minutes. Their net worth actually is not going up that much over this, but they're certainly finding the kills and getting the objectives. They should be able to siege up this tier 2 tower as well, and could have even stolen the Tormentor if Troll and Gyro and Hoodwink hadn't just finished it. Wait, who just canceled their TP? Someone's not gonna be able to come here.
Is it Mars? No, not Mars. Okay, so he's back.
Oh, I think it was Hoodwink, and then they decided to smoke together.
Right. Mars has the blink. I mean, you've got the opportunity here to hit like the good arena initiation that we've been talking about, but you have BKBs available. And the scan comes out. It sees them backing away, so maybe you just settle for the Razor here if you can get them. Whether or not Illich will be fast enough on that BKB usage, we'll have to see. Bushwhack comes out, the spear back, they've got him. Nice pick off from Heroic. Good setup from Schofield.
Yeah, they sort of scattered off on Boom, allowing Heroic to find that pickoff. I think if the team is together, they can't. Like, I think you win that fight as Heroic comes in. But good for Heroic to find that kill.
Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Imagine
Dude,
Boom will just wait for him to come back up. What's up?
Yeah, I was saying, despite the desk K1 has had, he is still top net worth in this game. I mean, he had a great lane to start things off. He's got his Manta, Battle Fury. He's almost to his BKB, so you're probably not going to find these kills on K1 again. But he is like, I'm just, yeah, genuinely surprised that he is managing to stay this far ahead.
He's been farming very well. I mean, it's what he's known for, right? K1 is an incredible farmer on any hero he plays. He's going to have a Lotus now from the Hoodwink to protect him from the static link and a little bit of the lasso. I mean, you both just get disabled, but at least you aren't being dragged back.
Some heroes coming through the portal. They just get themselves a freebie. Again, KJ dying to that blade mail. He like sees a hero and like instinctively pops the rocket barrage, and Slatums is like, oh, hello there. Blade mail.
I wonder if they'll try to do Roshan here. They don't have the best Rosh lineup, but they can definitely do it, especially if they're willing to commit Eye of the Storm for it. It's not that long of a cooldown.
Well, it doesn't hit Rosh anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, Eye of the Storm does not hit Rosh. Yeah, it's great for fighting around Rosh because it only hits heroes, which is the you know, Rosh doesn't like randomly soak a bunch of the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their Rosh lineup is not great, but you do have Mjolnir on Monkey King, so you could do it. You could definitely do it.
Heroic might be in position to fight it though, if it happens.
It looks like they want to fight. Oh, Slatums. He gets Divine Llama. He's going to be forced to blink. Nice little Lotus Orb gets thrown back off the mark with the spear there. Maybe a little bit of a panic, but all right, Divine Llama's going to go down. Boundless Strike from Pakaz as he's looking for more.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're going to focus on
damage. Okay.
They're going to focus on heroes this game, since I am now learning Roshan. It's going to be a little difficult for them without Eye of the Storm being able to work on Rosh.
Yeah, Razor would be a ridiculously good Rosh hero if it did, which I'm all for. I love Razor. One of my favorite heroes. I've played him pretty good amount over the last few months as my one of my go-to offlane heroes for fun. At the rune here, Pakaz will get found by Schofield. Missile connects. Miss after miss. Does get broken. Big call down. He's going to be forced to BKB. The lasso does hold him in place, but Analog remnants up to the high ground. Oh, he dodges out the stun from 9, but now completely out of mana. Divine Llama coming through will find the Monkey King. Beautifully timed arena. KJ still trying to help out this Ember Spirit, who is walking away on no mana at all. Able to slight dodge the plasma field, but finally he goes down, and now it's K1's turn to deal with Razor, and boy, that is not a fun matchup. A buyback from Analog is coming in, but the Torrent Storm just throwing him into the air over and over. The missile coming through, the spear not connecting onto the right hero, and Illich is just the unsung hero of this fight. Can Analog get out perfectly timed to X, but they do finally finish him off. Now it's Analog and Divine Llama as the sole survivors. What a turnaround. What a buyback, honestly, from this Ember Spirit. That Shiva's Guard just doing a ridiculous amount of damage.
That was such a messy fight. It started so scattered. Monkey King tried to get a quick pick off, but he was on his own. And I think a lot of these fights, Boom is not quite together when they start, which I think is an advantage of Heroic, considering they were behind just before this. Now a 2K lead is pretty much nothing at this point. So yeah, a big win for Heroic. We are at a very even game now.
Divine Llama, I think, gained like 3.5 levels in that fight, legitimately. Like he's level 17 now, if I'm not mistaken. He was like hovering around like maybe 15 before that fight broke out. So 2.5 levels, but it's like that is such a massive win for him in his game because he was really struggling overall XP and gold. Now has a BKB done.
Troll gonna have no problem tearing through this Roshan now. Boom's outside the pit, but there's
what a read by Divide! He's got the Monkey King, the arena on the backside, free cuts the street, he's gonna be forced to BKB, drop the Wukong's command, but now they're all here. Boom wants to fight, baby. And the Razor's running down your Troll Warlord. He's gonna be forced to pop the battle trance. Got no damage on the Troll, negative 250.
literally nothing. Good news, Ember has the Aegis.
Okay, maybe Divine Llama baited his team there, actually. It might have been a bait. I mean, it was a really cool arena, but...
Yeah, I thought... Well, I guess his team just wasn't there, though, to hit Pakaz in that... All that stun, the 4 seconds from the tree drop, and then the follow-up spear, but just... They weren't in position for that, because they were just finishing Roche. So... Yeah, you just get out of the stun and then just kill him in return.
We're really seeing the strengths of the BKBs on the Boom side, right? Like every single time the BKBs come out, they just win a fight. The reason they, Heroic was able to claw back that last fight is like the buyback from the Ember when all the BKBs are down. And also like boat buff, right? It expired. So it's like those elongated fights definitely favor the side of Heroic, it would seem, but...
And we're seeing the idea behind this Razor as well and why he took that static link damage. They've identified Troll is the problem. If we take that problem away, like we can take our time winning the fights. And that's what Razor does. He just links up to this Troll and Troll just tickles away with all his attack speed.
Yeah, Razor has always been one of the best counters to a Troll Warlord because he's a full committal hero, right? Like if you are forced to battle trance, you just get static linked by the Razor. You can't really run from the Razor either, as he's gonna be substantially faster than you, thanks to the Storm Surge.
He's gonna have to build himself a Linken's, it looks like.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a choice. He 100% has to.
Awkward though. He already bought this disperser recipe. Does he finish it?
Probably, I would guess. Well, maybe not. He's got a Void Stone now, so maybe he is going straight for the Linken's. Luckily, Disperser's recipe is pretty cheap.
All right, what's Boom up to? I feel like they're pretty scattered again. Maybe they don't want to fight into this Aegis. I do think they're quite strong when they're together. I'm kind of been saying that a little bit, but it feels like they have a different read on it. They're still farming up their items. Maybe they're feeling really good about Razor into Troll, and they think, like, let's go late, whatever. We'll just link Troll, and we're totally fine. So if that's their read, it kind of makes sense why they're not really pushing anything, because they're just... Yeah, we just farm up and we will win.
I mean, I kind of agree with that idea. I feel like their heroes do outscale Boom. Like the last pick Razor will always deal with the Troll Warlord, and your Monkey King, I mean, he's farmed enough at this point. He has got his Mjolnir BKB. He's on his way to a Butterfly, actually, which he is very close. Only about 280 gold away. So he's just not going to be easy for Troll Warlord to deal with. What a good recovery from Pakaz, man. His game looked so rough early on. He is now almost dead even with the Troll.
Yeah, he had the levels, but no gold at the start because of that tri-laning. Looks like nothing much is gonna happen with this Aegis. We have 1 minute left. They might try to start a fight. They don't really have everyone here.
Yeah, it's like I think they put the Aegis on Ember because he was on dieback, and that's probably about it. But it just feels rough because like K1 has to get to this Linken's or something. Like maybe he's saving for the Disperser though. No, yeah, he bought out the Ultimate Orb. So he is rushing that Lincoln Sphere now. That is a Scythe of Ice as well, completed on Slatem's Kunkka.
Ooh,
There's
that's
so
cool.
much control coming out from Boom, man. It is getting really scary to take this game.
Yeah, Mars has a Hex queued up as well, but he is years from finishing that.
Where's my pension?
I guess for heroic, in the same way Boom feels comfortable with the Razor,
Radiant
I guess
are
their plan
scanning.
can be, we need to find Razor, we need to kill him, and then Troll can handle a lot of the rest of the team. So this Hex, when it eventually finishes, probably like 10 minutes or something, maybe less than that, depending what kills happen, like 5-10 minutes. He can blink Hex the Razor, chain stun him up with Spear. Hopefully Troll's nearby to finish up that Razor kill, and from there the fight should be a lot easier. If they can't kill him in that time, we're almost at a Satanic on Razor.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at right now too, is like he's gonna have a Satanic, and then if Troll does decide to full commit, like say you static click the Troll and his idea is I'm just gonna BKB ult you and try and kill you before you kill me, it's like he has a Satanic now. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's not all, that's even less likely now. Well, Lincoln's is done for the Troll, so he managed to farm it pretty dang fast, which is you know, great for him. We'll have to go back for his Disperser. He's still pretty far away from that. Harpoon done on the Monkey King as well. I love this item for this hero. It's super fun.
Is under attack.
Yeah, it's a cool item to keep people in the Wukong's command as well.
Oh, look, they're ready to break the smoke here on Schofield. He knows something's up.
Great
Dire's
positioning.
courier has been
Looks
killed.
like the courier for it at least.
He's like, and bonk.
Did he have any components for the Lincolns on that? Okay, no,
he
actually the
already got
Lincolns
it.
is done.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
He was just keeping it there to eventually get his Disperser.
Radiant are
But they
scanning.
smoked out here right at the 35 minutes, so they will be able to take the Wisdom Rune if they want it.
And looks like they're just going to grab a tier 2. If they recognize Heroic is dodging them. Yeah, it looks like it. And you could force them back by just continuing to go.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Looks like they're trying to catch Heroic instead.
He really wants to get this squirrel. Instant Hex from the Kunkka. Does get a little bit of space here, and Schofield is being very annoying, but will eventually go down.
Yeah, I forgot about Tidal Wave too. Troll's game is going to be hard, even after you take out Razor. Like, he has to get a lot done in that BKB time. Otherwise, he's going to be, you know, water parked around. We got Lion, Hex, and stuns. We got Bat Rider knocking him around, lassoing him.
Yeah, it's starting to look worse and worse, honestly. The more items that these guys complete on Boom, it's like
Dire's tower is under
compounding in a way that like Troll can't itemize for it anymore, you know?
Like earlier, we thought Troll has the tools, and it's kind of true. Like, he has tools to use, but actually there's so many, like he may not have enough. Oh, getting to this Batrider.
I mean, he's trying to find the kill here onto the bat, and the lasso does come through the force up to the high ground. Wukong's command comes out from Kaz, and K1 just walks right into danger. He just gets torrented up and dies. Never gets the BKB or ult. He has no buyback. You're going to lose Schofield as well. Hero chains out from the analog, but a great BKB usage there from Slaves and Pakaz, just turning it around right onto Davai Lama. 3 fall outside the base.
That should be the high ground if they just go walk up, or they can at least force buybacks. But Troll doesn't have buybacks, so let's see if they.
Dire's middle tower.
No,
is
okay, they're
under
gonna go
attack.
for
Hex.
Roshan.
Yeah, he gets out. Loses him in the trees there.
I feel like they could have just ignored Ember and gone straight mid.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
But maybe with the Roche time, they thought one more pick off, get Roche. Unfortunately for them, it's a very long Roche spawn. Bat Rider's gonna come check it out.
Oh my gosh, you got AV on his
Wait,
feather.
Bat Rider. He missed the ward. TP'd right on top of it, but he must have been looking somewhere else.
Whoops.
It happens. There's so much going on in Dota. So we're gonna run run right into Ember.
Lasso here on to Schofield. Knight with a follow-up finger of death. They got the kill. That's a nice one.
Why does that 5 stacks?
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
He's gonna become a core. The Ags is calling to him.
Roshan not up for another 45 seconds, so forcing Boom to kind of choose other options. That being said, they are going to find Panda here as they had a very nice ward placed, and that should be the gem, I believe, if they can finish it off. It is.
Will they be able to grab it fast
Can
enough?
they pick it up? Nice spear out. They've caught because K1 goes in with a BKB, but again, there's Illich. He's right next to you. He's got to run. X connects. That, yeah, that's going to expire on the BKB. Gets forced out to dodge out that boat, but a great torrent back in. He's just chased enough PD build ult, and he will finally get it off, trying to turn attempt to the Razor, but the torrent just constantly holding K1 down. Gets his hands on the Razor, finally chews him through. What is the damage from Analog? The BKBs go down on Boom, and so do the heroes.
That was a bit of misexecution there from Boom. Hannah getting caught. The jump's actually still there. There's so much was going on there, just forgot about it. His Wukong command, he didn't want to leave it. I think he was hoping like, hey, Kaga, tidal wave them back in. But because of that, he spent a couple extra seconds sitting in there, and the whole fight was going on. They didn't get the link onto Kroll. I don't know what happened. Did it go onto the Lincolns?
He hit his Lincolns. Yeah, it was right at the first initiation when he BKB'd. The static link hit the Lincolns, and so they continued taking the fight, you know, and once he ulted, there was no stopping him.
Yeah, so they finally find the fight they want. Like, we've been kind of saying, like, Troll has the damage if he gets to do it, and Boom was not able to use the counters they've bought. A little bit of a messy fight up there for them. It's gonna cost them the Roche. They should spawn in time to at least be able to defend this high ground. I don't think Heroic is even going. Well, I say, K1's straight in here. Yeah,
I mean, the reason that probably felt even worse is like Analog just got the Timeless Relic before that fight and his Kaya Sange like with his Lincoln, so he was just doing a ridiculous amount of damage. But K1, once he's just sitting on the Razor wailing away with under battle trance, he has his shard, so he's just throwing axes at all the nearby heroes. Like, the amount of like AoE cleave damage that they had in that small area was just ridiculously strong. For Pakaz here, don't manage to find him quite yet, but they are smoked up on the high ground. Panda, if he finds a good lasso target, would love to go for it. K1 obviously protected by the Aegis, so they're gonna go for the Hoodwink instead, bring him right back in. Spirit comes out, does catch the Monkey King, but as a hasted Ember Spirit, I don't think, oh, perfectly timed Torrent into the tidal wave. All right, I mean, his remnants are gonna go away though. Yeah, they got the bonus movement speed from the haste. That thing is hard to catch. Divine Lava, great spear into the arena, catches the Razor. K1 laying into it with the Battle Trance. He's trying to run away, but he can't do it. K1 now looking for Knight on the backside. Gets the missile to buy some space, but Pakaz, I mean, he's zoned out the entire enemy team here, and he's actually left alone. He's gonna be forced to BKB. K1 trying to stay on top of him. They've got a Hex. Chain stunning him down. Finger Death is available here for Knight. Lincolns will pop some space, but they've got to get to Pakaz. They've got to save him. Can he just do it alone? He's got a Satanic. Gonna try and turn around. Big Boundless Strike takes down that, Gyrocopter. Pakaz almost surviving through it, but K1 on the troll. Too dang strong.
Divine Llama found some great catches that fight. Starting with that Razor, who is that counter, like in that stun time, K1 just walked up and killed him. And so yeah, no Razor countered that, and from there, Troll just got to run around and hit people. Now he's here hitting your high ground. I don't think they can defend this without Razor.
I mean, he has buyback, and you still have Cheese and Aegis, so I think if I'm Heroic, I'm definitely trying to focus up on these buildings here. I mean, it's being really annoying with these tidal waves and torrent spams, but yeah, they will back away. They're gonna give up on this siege.
I think they're respected. There was a few more seconds on cooldown of Troll Warlord, and talked about earlier how there's so many annoying crowd controls. So they've grabbed themselves the advantage here with that fight and being able to take the first barracks. So they'll play it safe. For now. Now they have the cooldown. Now they're potentially ready to go again if they feel like it. Hey, one just blinking in here.
This is a very bold blink forward as a nice Lotus protecting him. For the moment, K1 though pops the disperser, trying to get away. X hits a Lincoln sphere. I mean, they have Lincolns and Lotuses just being tossed on him, and then he aggressive jump forward. They find the Razor into the spear. They drop the battle trance, and again, the Troll Warlord counter removed from the fight, but he's in deep, and they're going to buy back on the Razor. K1 needs to get out of here. The Lotus once again causing problems. A huge bushwhack, actually, but the Troll can't get away. Illich will be able to finish off this kill. You've managed to take down Mars as well. Here comes Wukong's command. The blink to safety. K1's out. No way. Their spike does catch two. Illich does manage to be able to finish off the gyrocopter here with these chain stuns. The catch is immense here from Boom. So they do manage to find 3 kills for their efforts, but a costly buyback on this Razor.
They're gonna have to look for more. They're gonna need to keep pushing this, and these are some pretty long death timers on Heroic. They won't be fully sure on buyback status, of course, but yeah, with such a big commitment to defend, you need to try to get something more out of that. And you got an amplified damage rune on the Monkey King. That is like the perfect rune for this situation.
Yep, no Wukong's command for the high ground though. I mean, if they manage to get the troll kill there, it's huge, because obviously K1 a little bit short on buyback at the moment, but you'd also have Wukong's command for the high ground here, which would be amazing. It's such a good pushing tool, but
it's getting close to cooldown. If they feel like forcing it, they could ult and continue, but that amplified damage is letting them keep going. No, they're gonna call. He's like, I've got Wukongs as they respawn. I'm gonna ult here, and we're gonna finish off more. Well, amplified damage is actually ending, so
they'll just back away.
A little bit of miscommunication. Yeah, you see them put the ward. That's kind of like, oh, we're gonna fight through this tower, but then it's like, oh, actually no, never mind. Let's run away. A little awkward.
Okay, guys, go back.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty close game. It has felt very volatile, so I understand wanting to play it safe.
Yeah, I mean, these fights are 100% coming down to the initiations, right? We've seen the fights where Razor gets picked off first go the way of Hero completely. The fights where, you know, Boom is the one initiating and they're able to kind of pick their target, it's just a massacre for Boom. So even just the slightest mistake will go their way. I am surprised Illich is not taking the Tormentor there, because Razor is one of the heroes that can definitely solo it, but does not want to put Eye of the Storm on cooldown, I guess.
I see him queuing up a 4-staff into Hurricane Pike, but I feel like with the way these fights have been going, I would love to see a blink from Razor so that he can
100%.
keep his distance and wait for the right moment. Like, Lion, go break that Lincoln's, and then I will follow up, and we can take the entire rest of the fight.
I am 100% agreeing with you. I'm a big fan of Blink Razor. I think it is probably one of his better late game items. Honestly, I think Overwhelming Blink is the one that I prefer if I get it. Because like, this hero doesn't really need damage. He just needs to not die. And with BKB, Satanic, Disperser, Manta, you just like buy Overwhelming Blink and a Refresher, or like an AC this game, and you're just like so hard to kill.
Yeah, Hurricane Pike, or at least starting with the 4-staff, will at least let him sort of do that, just at a... I don't know, I kind of get it. Like, it's a more scaling item because it helps you with your right clicks, and, you know, you kind of, you know, 4-staff in when needed, but Blink just offers you more range on that. So, we'll see if it pays off. Let's see if his read... Right, I mean, like, he does do a lot of damage, so I kind of get it.
Yeah. There's gonna be Tormentor goes down, goes to the Bat Rider, so kind of useless, to be honest. Not a good shard for them. Monkey King would have been very happy having his as a good little escape mechanic or initiation.
Another very long Roche time.
Yeah, wow, that really is. That's super long.
Sending Schofield to go
2.5
check it
minutes.
out. They smoked up here, get some observers down. They'll take a catch if they can get it, but it looks like Boom suspects this. Well, I say that. Panda's kind of peeking his head out. Might break Divine Llama's smoke.
They have the refresher on this Kunkka. Ooh. K1 gets caught from a hex, pulled back with a tidal wave. The lasso is there. They need to get the lion in range, but can they? The Wukong's command is out, but they all just able to disengage from Holland. Panda falling incredibly low. They've got on top of Analog. The Ember Spirit would be a great fight, but they don't have detection. Saved by a Glimmer Cape. Great bushwhack comes out. The stuns are there. They manage to still stay on top of the Ember. His remnants to safety. He's got one left, but can Illich finish off the kill? He gets him with the Mindbreaker. The silence connects. Wukong, or I'm sorry, another Arena Spear out from Zavai on the backside. Finally finds his kill. K1 on the troll. He's got his eyes set on the Monkey King, but he's 2v1. He's got to be very careful. The Harpoon pulls him back. K1 under the control of the battle trance, still surviving, but it's going to expire in just a moment. And Illich finally gets his target. Buyback after buyback to Llama. The BKB turning his attention on the Overtooth because he's still surviving, but Analog helps get the kill. It's now Heroic's game. They've got Knight as well. They managed to get back so quick thanks to this outpost.
Yeah, willing to commit a lot of buybacks for that. Roshan's still not up yet, actually, but that was their mentality. It's like, we win this fight, we take Roshan. It's gonna be a little risky now. That was the Trolls buyback. They will secure this Roshan. It's gonna take them a while. They're gonna have to sit around here, but it's still a win condition for Boom to eventually find this kill. Like, any kill without a buyback could open up the game for them. Things are gonna get very tense for the next few minutes. Heroic's pissed. Where is Roshan? We need it. We bought back for this.
A1 has officially gotten rid of his Battle Fury in favor of a refresher. So it is going back on the courier, and I'm guessing he is going to sell that bad boy. And he will queue up the Accent after that.
Very nice play from Schofield there with the fast reactions. The initiation on the troll, immediately Lotused to prevent Batrider from dragging him back. And then later on we saw that Glimmer Cape save Analog as well, because none of the cores are carrying the detection. The detection was further back on the supports. That bought a lot of time for their cores, even though some of them did eventually fall and then have to buy back. But I mean, if the guy just dies right away, then the fight goes a lot better for Boom. But I think we do see the lead. Like, if Razor had been able to jump on top of that hexed troll, I think they could kill him off a lot faster, or not be worried about him for longer.
Yeah, I agree. He also has the static link steals attack speed, so like in these fights where he's getting these full duration static links, it is so much attack speed. Like, the Mindbreaker silence at the end there, catching the Ember Spear, and he gets like 5 attacks off during the silence. It's just ridiculous.
All right, well, that is the Aegis. Who has the cheese?
It was Refresher Shard. Refresher and Banner.
Oh, sorry, you're right. You're right. Yeah, switch down here.
Which is probably one of the best Refresher Shards you can get. Well, bottom lane, Batrider's just dead. I mean, that's a huge find. That's a dieback on Panda. I cannot believe he was out there. They're looking at the mid wave. They're like, guys, we got to deal with this.
Okay,
oh,
actually,
man.
I think this is what the banner's for, right? Shouldn't they just place the banner?
Like in mid, you think?
Yeah. So that you don't have to come back like this.
How much of a difference is the creeps here? Let's do some math. So these are 8, 14,
Oh God,
57.
man.
Hold on. These are... Yeah, you should 100% place it. Absolutely, you should 100% place it. It would actually... It makes them almost the same.
Because I think at this, like, having to come back has greatly reduced the time they have with this Batrider dieback. I mean, they'll still have a little bit of time here. I say a little bit, like almost a minute, but I think they could have had like an extra 30, 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, your creeps end up having more health, but they have a little bit less damage, it looks like, so. it would definitely be worth it. Well, ooh, we're paused.
Oh, accidental pause? We're
Wait,
unpaused.
what?
What?
I think someone DC'd. Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, I think someone's DCing, and both teams are, and like they're just panic pausing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they would have had a little more time with that banner, but they are here now. We are paused at a very, very tense moment. So Troll, he's protected. He's got Echo Shell and Spell Block on him. So we'll have a few seconds to just hit if he wants. Although with this disconnect, you know, maybe you're feeling tense, like, hey guys, maybe we should reset.
DDoS. I mean, the whole team
Where's
DC'd and started spamming the pause button, basically. Wow.
Razor? I
He's
mean,
got a
this is the
refresher queue.
Aegis 2, and this is the nice thing about Aegis on Troll against the Razor. You might get all your damage stolen and then die, but when you come back, you have your damage. Razor still has the damage he stole, but at least you have your damage back.
Yeah.
And Razor does not have a refresher, which he is working on.
You could go. Oh, they already used Boundless Strike. So you could go for like a Boundless Strike into like Tidal Wave to try and push the Troll Warlord into your base a little bit here, while the Lotus Orb like falls off of him. So you can maybe go for like a Hex or the X marks, but
Yeah, Troll actually doesn't have BKB for 20 seconds. I don't know if they know that or not. But he is very dependent on this Echo, and this Lincoln's protecting him. I mean, with this pause, you know, maybe they're thinking back, doing a little math. Like, I don't think he's got it. Let's find out what the teams do as this pause ends here. All the players are reconnecting.
it's so spooky, man.
Yeah. I mean, Bat Rider is dead. So for all the talk we've had, like, Boom might still feel, you know, just give up one set, wait for Bat Rider. This mid wave is here though, so
Yeah, I feel like
they might
they're
go for
gonna try
set.
and. It's like all this talk of like, oh, are they gonna try and pull Troll Warlord out of position? They may just do the opposite and like torrent him and try and tidal wave him out of the base, right?
No Yules on heroic, so they can't interrupt the X defense plays.
Aggressive blink onto the high ground. He's like, all right, I'm gonna walk for this tier 3 tower. As the reflected stun just goes right back, tidal wave drags him in. There's gonna be a Hex as well. He's still got a lot of damage out onto the tower. Another torrent comes through. Boundless Strike.
They're getting pretty low, actually.
Excuse me, buddy. He has to BKB. He has a refresher, so I mean, he could just pop all of his spells. That's exactly what he's gonna do. But the Troll Lord is just destroying this base. K1 will pop the BKB. 2 lanes down now. As the Bat Rider comes back, and here's Lasso. They've got Divine Llama. That is a good find. But they commit a lot for this. Slatums has a refresher, like we talked about, looking for his option to get on top of Schofield on the far bottom. He's gonna buy back here on this Divine Llama Mars. He's gonna TP into the outpost because maybe he should be a little bit more careful. He's got a BKB still available. No Wukong's command. The Troll Warlord just taking down the Gun. He's got his eyes set on the Razor now. He's popped the Disperser, trying to run. You have got some problems here. Divine Llamas, 2 arenas just doing massive work, and in comes the Ember Spirit as well. That might be all she wrote in Heroic. Managed to claw this game back. Just such an impressive performance from them.
Really nice item usage from Schofield, making sure that K1 is safe. He pops the Lotus on him just in time to make sure Razor links himself as well. Now, I think Razor with the talents does steal a little bit more than K1 gets, but it's still better than not having it. Okay, they're trying to defend here with these buybacks. That's the Aegis.
Oh, they got the spear though. That's it. Yeah, without the Monkey King, you are done. The Bushwhack connects onto the Razor, and the GGs come out in here.
Bring him into the fountain
to take the game. The banner drop. Oh, come on.
That's why they didn't use it earlier.
Yeah, it's true. Well played from Heroic. I mean, this is a much better game than game number 1 here from Boom. Like, they looked super clean, but unable.